It seems that there comes a day when every fountain pen owner has to do a little bit of maintenance on their pen. I did not think that the day was going to come when I was going to have to replace the entire body of one of my fountain pens.
I'll call maintenance.
But it has happened. I have everything I need, I think, to do this, so I thought I would do it along with you.
We're better together.
I took it out the other day to refill it, filled just fine, wrote just fine, until about 10 minutes later and my hand was totally covered with ink. I thought maybe it was my fault. I filled it wrong. I did something wrong. But then as I went day to day, I realized that the ink wasn't stopping, so something must be wrong. So I went ahead and did a little deeper discovery on my pen. Come to find out that there was a crack in the body of my fountain pen. This fountain pen is made out of resin, so it's not impervious to different types of damage. But usually that damage happens after you drop it. One of my favorite parts of a vac pen is the vac filling system, which is much different than the pistons or the converters. What I love is that you dip this inside of your ink and you press down and it vacuum sucks the ink right up inside the pen. And for me, as a person who loves fun little stuff like that, it was perfect. Luckily, TWSBI is very cool about warranty on their pens. I emailed them, let them know the issue, took a few pictures, and then they told me they were gonna send me a new body. I just had to pay for shipping. So I have the new body. I didn't realize I was gonna have to do this myself. So together today, we are going to change out the body on my TWSBI Vac Mini. Are you ready? Because I sure as hell am not.
I'm not ready.
She's not ready.
The good thing about TWSBI is they give you everything you need inside of your packaging to do this, including directions, which I threw away. Luckily for us, TWSBI gives you everything inside the packaging that you need, so I went ahead and put those away because I thought you never know if you're going to need them. So we have our wrench and we also have our silicone grease here. I've taken this pen apart one time before, so I have an idea of what I need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the top part here, and then I'm gonna put my wrench and I'm just gonna go ahead and twist it to catch the wrench, and we're just gonna go ahead and give it a nice twist. And we get a very nice satisfying pop as that happened here. So this is the whole mechanism here that pulls the ink up through. So I'm gonna go ahead and just rinse this off. Now this also has silicone grease around it as well. And that's gonna help with the suction and keeping everything together. So it's not gonna fully come off. So I have to remember to go ahead and add some more of that when we add it in. The next thing I need to do is remove the feed section here from the body, which we're replacing. So I can just unscrew that. We're gonna go ahead and put this in some water and really get it cleaned out. And so I don't get completely covered in ink as I already am, I'll go ahead and clean out the body a little bit too. So here's a close-up of the crack that's inside of the body here. So even though we had the silicone grease and the rubber gasket there, it was still leaking out from here and getting all over the hands. I've gone ahead and cleaned this out similar to how I would just do a normal ink change. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll put it up in a card above for you to check out how to change out the ink inside of your fountain pens, especially if they're overly inky or you haven't used them in a while. So we've fully disassembled the pen, we've cleaned all the bits, and now it's time to put it back together. A number of my TWSBI pens already come with silicone grease inside of the packaging, so if you do have to do any type of normal maintenance, it's here for you already, which I absolutely love. So we have our vac filling mechanism here, we have the body, and we also have the feed here. For us, the most important part that this silicone grease is going to be around the plunger on this pen here, because this TWSBI already has a number of O-rings, these rubber rings that are just basically seals on here. We are gonna add just a little bit of silicone grease. I know it's a little redundant, but I just really wanna make sure that my ink doesn't come out of here anymore. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of that silicone grease, just line the threading on the top of the pen here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just lightly screw that back onto the top of the body here. I don't wanna over tighten it because I don't wanna crack it again. Next, I'm gonna take this silicone grease and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it around the vacuum seal that's here. All right, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put it back inside of here. I'll go ahead and hand tighten it first. And then I'm gonna use the wrench here just to give it a little bit of an extra turn. And now it's the true test. Let's go ahead and fill this up and see how I did. Okay, so that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. Did I get ink on myself? Yes. Am I dealing with fountain pen ink? Yes. Do I feel like I can conquer the world now? Yes. I feel like I can.
We are the kings of canvas!
This being the first time that I've ever done anything like this, I'm pretty proud of myself.
Pat on the back. Pat on the back.
TWSBI gives you everything you need to maintain your pens. That's amazing. It's one of the things I love about this brand as a whole. Hopefully now you feel a little bit more confident about fixing your own pens in case you ever need to. I know I certainly do. I'll talk with you next time, friends. See ya.